Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be here in the Phillip Island Master group, currently on board the MV Augusta RVS1, a terrific motorcycle that I used quite a long time ago in Ride 4, and I have loved it ever since. It handles like a dream. It's so smooth, it's got easy acceleration, it's a very, very nimble motorcycle, and I've got to say, it's one of my favourite bikes in the game. I adore it. But we're doing the Phillip Island Master group. I've done so many miles on Phillip Island, and I've been invited to take part in the Master group. Now, I've done the Master groups before on this game, and yeah, they're pretty easy enough. I like the layout of them, the idea. You do a couple of sessions like the track days, you do the time trials or target time attacks, a couple of races, and then one final endurance race. So I think with Phillip Island, I think that's what we're going to be doing. Doing most of the races here, of course doing the little 1 minute and 2 minute sort of intervals, as we go around the outside of a ride there, then flick it up on the inside for Lukey heights. Onto the rumble strip a little bit there, a little bit out of shape, but it's quite alright. This motorcycle is just so good. Chucking it everywhere and anywhere into turn 10, a little bit sideways, a little bit out of shape, using the rear brake, getting right up at the inside of this rider here, and just absolutely smashing it on board this RVS. Love this bike so much. I'm so pleased to be using it. I think I'm going to have to use it a little bit more often. I did want to put it into a time trial challenge, but unfortunately I couldn't find a track that suited it best, as we got a gaggle of riders up here which can absolutely blitz past. Absolutely astonishing work on board the MV Augusta RVS. And of course, one more corner to navigate, 2 more riders. Then it'll be moving on to the next session as we go around the outside, on the rumble strip a little bit, and there we go. Next up on the Phillip Island Master Group is the MV Augusta F4RR, and I have done 275 miles on this bike, and I've mentioned that we're a little bit out of shape in the Doon corner there. Now, I've mentioned this before in previous videos that I have used this MV Augusta, pretty much the same one, a lot over my ride career, and I mean Ride 1 to Ride 2, and then now in Ride 4. MV Augusta F4RR, beautiful motorcycle. Handles like a dream. MV Augusta and handling like a dream. I'm liking this combination so far. But a keen eye would have noticed at the end of that particular session just a moment ago with the track day, I have the brand new DrAce 1000 subscriber helmet. Now, I do want to thank Sergio for helping me out with some of the already pre-made things, like such as the aces, the DrAce logo itself and stuff like that. But ultimately, I put it all together and made this brand new helmet. This is the celebration of the 1,000 subscribers, which still to this day I'm very, very grateful for. I'm very surprised we got there so quickly. So thank you again to all of you. I really, really appreciate all the support and the assistance. If you haven't yet subscribed, you could be included in the next helmet, which will be the 2,000 subscribers helmet. So why don't you get yourself subscribed? And then continue watching the rest of the content. Give it a little bit of a like down there as well. I think I might have earned it. If I have earned it, give me a little like. But if not, I will try and impress you in the race in just a moment's time. So the little warm-up sessions are complete on board those MV Augustas. Now it's time to move over to the Triumph Daytona 675R, and away we go for this Grand Prix. Of course, as always, we're going to pull over to one side. Just let the AI get ahead. Give them a little bit of advantage, not much. Because in Phillip Island, they definitely need an advantage, and there's a little look at the helmet. I have posted pictures, or I will be posting pictures into the community post, as someone's gone down already into turn 1. Carnage has already occurred here. Isabella de Kock and Marco Peltonen have both crashed out into the Doon corner, and I don't think we'll be seeing them anytime soon in this Grand Prix. But I have uploaded, or I will upload it. I don't know where I am at this, at this point right now. Probably uploading later on. And the images of that helmet. So if you want to see a little bit more, if you're on PC, you can download the helmet. It's got right up in the inside there of the Suzuki man. Beautifully done. And I don't think it'll take us a lap to even get past all these guys. Potentially up into turn 10 we'll be in the lead, I should imagine. I do love Phillip Island. I think Phillip Island is an incredible track. Definitely one of my favourites to play in MotoGP, and definitely in Ride 4. It feels so good, it feels so natural, just feels so smooth. And I think I've said before, and I'll say it again, I love fast-flowing corners, and look at us getting over the inside, up into turn 9 for Lukey heights. We're going to try and get both of these on the brakes into turn 10. I'm not sure if that'll work, but at the very least we'll get Adriano Garrido as we get closer and closer to Vassallo. A little bit, ooh, had to give a bit more rear brake there to avoid bumping into the back of Fabio Vassallo, but I'm pretty certain we'll have him by the next corner, and we do. Beautifully done on board this Triumph. Let's see how far we can go right now with this Triumph. Let's see if we can get about a 10 or 15 second lead. Now the AI is not that fast here in Phillip Island, and the gap is already up to about 9/10 of a second. Probably as we cross the line it'll be a 1 second. It is indeed. I'm keen to see how well we do here, and I'm pretty certain that we're going to absolutely smash it. Phillip Island, I feel really comfortable on. The AI is not that quick. And I'll probably go as far to say, for the endurance race, I'm considering giving the advantage, or giving the AI an advantage, let's say, of 1 whole minute. I think that will be more than sufficient for me to catch them up in about 10 laps or something. So I'm very keen to see how we get on with that one. I'm not sure when I'll be doing that yet, potentially next week. But of course, next week is the big one. And I say the big one, the biggest games for me. MotoGP 21 is here, so I cannot wait to see that next week. I can't wait to be uploading content. But I'll be trying to get that endurance race video done before then. And I don't know how much Ride 4 content we'll make after that. I should imagine Ride 4 will be the second fiddle to MotoGP 21, which I'm totally fine with. But ultimately, MotoGP 21 has, of course, the career modes. It'll have the historical mode, and maybe a few more game modes or something like that I can conjure up along the way. So I think Ride 4 will probably have the edge in the sense of longevity for the channel. More content is coming out till the 31st of August, so it won't be too much of an issue for the sense of content. We're always going to have bike games to do, so I'm really pleased with that. But I'm not sure how we're going to do so many MotoGP videos. I think the plan will be career mode, historic video, maybe a little challenge video here and there, and then more career mode, and then the thing here. I don't want to just kill the whole career mode in like a couple of videos. Probably take it our time, do one race at a time, move on to different categories, and maybe just complete the championship for however many times it's got to come. Because I really can't wait. We did the MotoGP 20 Classic Championship with Kevin Schwantz, which was amazing. I really enjoyed that series. It was one of my finest works in my opinion. I really loved doing the commentary. I just enjoyed everything about it. There was not one negative in that MotoGP 20 Championship. Probably the only negative is that I finished it too soon. I probably should have chucked a few more races in, because I was actually concerned that we weren't going to get it done by the time MotoGP 21 comes around, and we actually already finished it last week. So, potentially, could have done a few more races on MotoGP 20. If you do want to see more MotoGP 20 before MotoGP 21 is arrived, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see what video I can conjure up. But for the time being, it's 20-3, going into Lukey Heights in Phillip Island, on board this magnificent Triumph Daytona 675R. Absolutely killing it, just a country mile ahead of the competition now. 8 seconds in about 2 laps. I think even in crossing the line we could potentially be around 10 seconds. This gap I said will be around 15 seconds, so it could very well be around 20 seconds by the time we finish this Grand Prix. And if that's the case, of course we'll be doing different bikes in the endurance modified races. I'm not sure if it's going to correlate exactly the same, but I'm pretty certain it'll be very close too. We'll just use everything we've got on board this bike, or the onboard the ever bike we'll be using in the endurance race. Probably, I think we haven't used a Kawasaki in a while for an endurance race. Maybe I should chuck one of those in. But I do have the American Superbikes League to do next, so expect videos on that one. We've got some great videos coming out this week as well. Some really fierce battles with some difficult AI, so I'm very pleased to be bringing you that this week. I think there's a Super Duke 1290 video to be doing, the official KTM tester, and then there's a good couple of others like the RM600 Trophy Group, and they are great racing. They're really good racing. I can't wait to finish the commentary off for all those and to drop them as soon as possible for you. So expect to see them towards the end of this week. And of course, MotoGP is back in Portimao this weekend as well, so I can't wait to see that. Sundays just aren't the same without MotoGP. It really isn't. I need to get my fix of two-wheeled motorcycle action, and we're going to be having it this weekend, so I can't wait for that. I really can't. It's going to be absolutely bloody brilliant as we go into turn 11. Just approaching 3 o'clock here, 29 degrees here in the Phillip Island. Brilliant track for the Master Group. Really liking this one so far. I do love these sort of ideas of the Master Groups. You get your same little objectives and you just do one endurance race at the end of it. I think I completed the Donington one, the Nordschleife, Brands Hatch potentially. I've done most of my favourite tracks, of course. There's a few tracks on there that I haven't quite got the affinity level for yet. I just unlocked the Road Atlanta one a few days ago, so I'll be doing the Master Group on that one as well. And I do find the endurance races there are very exciting. Compared to some of the other ones like Suzuka, I find the AI is just absolutely terrible on Suzuka, so it's not even any point of trying to do the endurance races because the AI just crash out all the time. And I'm currently deliberating on this lap, do I continue to push and have no wheelie at the end, or do we have a big wheelie at the end to celebrate the victory? Because I mean, we are up by 15 seconds, and we're still thrashing it. We're up by a couple of tenths of a second. We'll soon see in the sector time now. We're up by 35 thousandths of a second. Shout out to Cal Crutchlow for number 35. Hold it right now for turn 8. Get ready to flick it left for the best section of track probably ever. Turn 9, Lukey Heights, dropping it down into turn 10 for the difficult right-hander, 2 tenths of a second up. This could be a bloody good lap. I think on this previous lap, actually, on the Sector 1, I forgot to mention, I did want to mention it, but I totally forgot. I had the same sector time as the previous lap. And I love that consistency. I love being consistent on this game. Just getting it all together and piecing it together one by one is just bloody awesome. We are going to thrash to the finish, so I can't wait to see what lap time we get. But upon that note, guys, that concludes another very successful race and a very successful DrAce video. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.